Welcome to Collectivist, the global tech PR agency network for tech startups, scale-ups, and global brand giants. We are a network of PR, marketing, and communications agencies covering 6 continents and 40 countries across the US to the UK, EU, Eastern Europe, Middle East, Asia Pacific, and LATAM regions. And this is what you need to know. My name is Gavin Loader, and this is Future Gazing with Stella from Progress Communications in the Benelux region.
Good. So, my name is Gavin Loader, and we are Future Gazing with Stella Jansen from Progress Communications, our member agency for the Benelux region. Hello, welcome.
Hi, Gavin.
We are going to power through 8 questions in maybe 8 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. First question, looking ahead to next year, what will the very best marketing managers be doing differently to this year? Or what should they be doing differently to this year?
Marketing manager or PR manager?
Oh, can you do both?
Sure.
Let's do both.
Okay, well, for sure, I think the PR manager definitely should be working on consistency in storytelling, consistency in building the brands. I think there will be much more AI fakes, deepfakes, mistakes regarding brands popping up. So you need to be very consistent in building your brand. So the moment something fakes pops up, your audience will know, like, no, they would never do this. This is not them. So consistency in storytelling, building long-term credibility. I think that's what it is for PR managers, above all, in times of AI. Marketing manager, he will be automated. That's the AI prediction. So much more you can automate now with AI.
Yeah.
In the marketing department. So yeah, if you're not in that department at this moment, then you're going to be out somewhere next year. Yeah.
If you had one big, bold prediction for next year, even more bold than AI automation for marketing managers, what would that be? What would be the one thing you think might happen?
Oh, I think when we look at tech, we're going to see some difficult times with the US coming up, and lots of tech was floating in through the US to Europe.
Yeah.
So we really need to ramp up European tech. So more of our attention will be going into more local, more EU, which is a challenging one because we got so much regulation that fast-moving pace in tech seems to be difficult within Europe. So I think that's where the real challenge will be. How can we speed up the pace in Europe when it comes to sovereignty?
Sovereignty, exactly.
Sovereignty. Good word.
Good word.
AI, Mistral, but we need to work on some of our own tech platforms for sure. Yeah.
I think if you think ahead to thought leadership topics and issues that we'll be talking about next year, you've already mentioned data sovereignty. I'm guessing AI will be quite popular. What else will we be talking about?
It's an interesting one because a lot of media is already tired of the topics. You can see that. But we've had that all these years, I mean, we were talking about big data for many years, and then we were talking about clouds, and then we had the digital transformation. But there are too many reports on AI at this moment floating to the journalist inboxes. I don't think they are happy with it anymore.
Interesting.
So I think we should steer away from all these reports and we should move towards more credibility on AI and proving how it's working, showing the cases, showing where the results are and how it's impacting. Yeah, right. I think that's what the focus should be on for next year.
It's interesting because I think that that life cycle probably follows most new technologies. You mentioned big data. It happens, doesn't it? We talk about the potential of the technology for a year or more, and then we talk about hopefully the potential, and then eventually we get to where we are now, which I think is use cases and practical examples of how people are using it. And then I think we'll probably have that for hopefully a good few years, whilst people really understand the benefits and the results you can get from AI.
Yeah, for sure. And I think more from a consumer perspective, because we work for a number of brands as well in the consumer space, lots of discussion on social media and smartphones and the impact on kids. I mean, that's
Right.
the real discussion that we're seeing in our society now. Like the smartphone or social media is the new smoking, and how are we going to make sensible use of technology? I think that's where will be steering towards when it comes to more consumer tech. So
Yeah.
kind of sensibility.
So I was reading this morning about Australia's ban on social media for teenagers. Do you think that'll
Yeah.
happen will that happen in Europe?
Well, we've started to see it on schools at schools. I mean, you're not allowed to bring your phone anymore into classrooms at most schools. Not every school banned it. And you will see this discussion growing, I think, next year. I think we're not up for a ban yet next year, but I think the conversation will start. And once we go into that conversation, I think more regulation might start as well. Yeah, I think it should be that way.
It should. I agree. My
Yeah,
son could do with spending less time on his mobile phone. Would be good for all of us.
yeah, yeah. And they're just overloaded with
Yeah,
information. It's good to do every once in a while to do like really do nothing, but
that
it's
would be
difficult to
nice.
do. It would be nice, but we can't. Then we start to scroll and
Yeah,
just swipe away. Yeah.
events, conferences, trade shows next year. Is there anything big in the calendar that you'll be attending or your clients will be attending or should be attending?
I think still for us, it's the Mobile World Congress, which is by far still the biggest for us to attend. It's a massive conference. I really enjoy it. I liked how it evolved from a really a telecom, mobile, smartphone trade show to a super telecom, tech, B2B, B2C. Well, still B2B. It's not B2C, but there are smartphone brands as well. It's a great show. All the media is there. The offsite program is really good. Country events are really good. So I'm looking forward to the Mobile World Congress again this year.
Are you looking forward to the Collectivist annual meetup in September? I think that's probably better than Mobile World Congress.
I absolutely yes,
Exactly.
yes. Well, that's a great bridge towards the second point, the second trade show, which is IFA, still alive and kicking. So I think Collectivist will be in Berlin next year together with IFA probably, or no, just kidding. No, I think Mobile World Congress and IFA are still our biggest shows.
What will a really great campaign look like for you next year? What would you love to work on? You mentioned consumer tech. Would that be your preference, or you mentioned data sovereignty? You mentioned AI. What would a really exciting campaign look like?
I would be looking forward next year to work with Plot. It's the small, you might know it, the small device. I'm going to a trade show tomorrow, so I'll bring it with me.
What does that
I
do?
I put it on the table and it records the conversation and it structures the conversation, but it's amazing for real life conversations.
Right.
So if you have 7, 8 interviews in one day at a trade show, you just easily record them. It cancels all the noise, etc. And the brand is a bit stuck between Chinese and US. I mean, they're manufacturing in China. They have their headquarters in San Francisco. They don't want to be seen as a Chinese brand. You can only do so much reviews with the device as it is. So
Yeah.
I think it will be challenging. Like, what do you do when there's no news? And that's what we try to do all the time with our clients. What can we do if there is no news? What should we be talking about? How should we make ourselves
Right.
newsworthy? What are our opinions? How do we further build on our credibility? And I like the kind of challenges that comes with these products. They make you think out of the box. I like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you think we will measure the success of those campaigns next year?
Automated.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I look really forward to that, to be very honest. I mean, ask all our staff and they hate coverage reports, coverage reporting, etc. Writing these tiny summaries of the articles. So next year, thanks to AI, I'm looking forward to automated reporting in any way a client likes. Yeah, we can just pull out the data through our monitoring tooling. We can connect it with Supermetrics into Google Docs, and here it is 24/7, just like we do with marketing automation. We would do it with coverage reports. There it is. There it sits 24/7. You can just watch and see what your share of voice is, coverage pouring in, etc.
Clever.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
Last one.
Last one. Whoa, that was 5 minutes instead of 8. No.
Well, you can make your last answer 3 minutes
No.
long if you like. Last question. When we have this conversation next year, December 2026, what will be the best thing that has happened to the agency? What will success look like? What will make you happy next year?
Well, I think we have improved internally our processes a lot, because that's what we need for the AI automation that we're looking at as an agency.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to roll out a number of AI or productize AI more and more into our workflow as well. And at the same time, I think also about societal impact. You hear a lot of talking about juniors being thrown out of agencies, and I think we need to take responsibility there as well. So we can't just talk about governance and regulation. We also have to talk about societal impact and taking care of each other. So I think we will have juniors in our office next year. I hope so, because you can learn a lot from them as well.
Good. Stella, we're done.
So, oh, that's good.
You made it, and we only had to say sovereignty once.
We'll keep that one. It's good for the bloopers. It's so much easier in Dutch. Soevereiniteit.
Message it to me in Dutch and I'll translate it. Oh, sovereignty. Sovereignty.
No, we can't discuss this. I just can't pronounce it.
That's funny. Okay, right. We're not going to talk about sovereignty.
This is the
Your big bold prediction is finished.